Hello, I am Simulator Deck and welcome back to TramSim. Today we are approaching St. Mark's. On the last Vienna episode we actually tried to reach here, but we had a game crash. There have been updates which hopefully have fixed some of those issues, so we will see how we go. We can't go yet, we haven't got the signal. Seems to be no traffic around now. It's a summer evening just after 10 PM. We are heading in from St. Mark's and heading back downtown. So we are about to be able to go. We've got the A light and there we go. We can go now. I did redo the tutorials.
Oberzeller Gasse. Bitte seien Sie achtsam. Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
So I redid most of the tutorials, so we'll see if we learnt anything, and I think I did. One thing I did learn, but have promptly forgotten, was the shortcut for how to set my cruise control, which is something that I didn't know originally, and maybe that was something that wasn't incorporated originally.
Gasse.
So we probably are a little bit early. Having hardly any traffic around and hardly any pedestrians around, that certainly helps. But the problem is, the next stop display has already changed to the next stop, so it hasn't actually allowed me to count down exactly how long I've still got to go at this stop, because it's already gone on to the next stop. Renweg, I think it is the next one. But we can't go anywhere anyway because we haven't got the signal yet, so I'll just keep the doors open for now. A light comes on, we're about ready to go, and off we go.
Umsteigen zu oben 77a S-Bahn Regionalzüge.
Renweg, I was close. I also noticed that achievements seem to be working now. So what we might actually do in the next episode is try a round trip from Stefan to Hadaprap to Lee or vice versa and do the complete round trip and see if that actually works.
Unteres Belvedere. Am Heumarkt.
Oops. Didn't quite mean to put it into emergency. Can I still see the signal? Yes, I can if I adjust my eyesight and look up. I didn't necessarily see, sometimes at these intersections you don't get advanced warning. Whereas other intersections, I can already see that the next signal ahead of us has a warning, which warns us about what the next intersection is doing. So we must wait because the traffic will be turning to the left in front of us. So that's a very good reason why we can't go, even though there's not many cars around at the moment. Now we can go because the traffic can go straight ahead. Is a very reasonable speed to be going. That should almost be a 10. 9, close. Alright, we don't have the signal, so there's no need to hurry about closing the doors. Now you probably can't see them in the camera view on the dashboard with the CCTV, but it looks like the pedestrians are hopping down the footpath like they're kangaroos. Now we can go.
Schwarzenbergplatz. Umsteigen zu D2 4a.
And we get a 10. Alrighty. Alright, Opera Karlsplatz is next. Now we're getting onto the core section of Route 1. So it's not a bad little extension, Route 71, which is the route we're on. So there's our, can we go back a bit? Yep. So there's our Flexity. Whereas before, all we had to worry about was basically the trams just going up and down the straight section of Route 1.
Karlsplatz. Umsteigen zu U1, U4, D2, 71, 2a, 59a.
Ah! In achievement unlock, we should leave our insurance companies out of it. Now, obviously, here in real life, you're not going to just continue in that situation. No need to get excited. It is a relatively busy stop, but we don't have signals towards us. Now we got the A light, so we'll get that shortly. And we can go. Or so I thought. Didn't have very long at all with that one. So we'll just wait here for the signal to change. Okay, I should have stopped. Got the traffic going with us.
Burgring. Umsteigen zu 57a.
Ah, now we've got another obstacle in front of us. We've got another tram. So we're going to need to be mindful of that. Now there should be enough space between me and the tram ahead. But now that we've seen it, it is a thing to be aware of. Now we do have to be mindful of those cars because there was seemingly no arrow preventing them from going to the right there.
Ring, Volkstheater. Umsteigen zu U3, 46, 49, 48a.
Because sometimes the cars will cut in front of you if they're making a turn and there's not a traffic light prohibiting that turn. Sometimes they will turn in front of you, and that's what happens every day in real life. Now I can see the other tram ahead now. I don't know, not quite close enough to see where it's going yet. Because sometimes, apart from anything else, on this particular area, you don't want to be following a tram too closely because they could be going straight ahead and you need to change direction. Alright, I won't close the doors just yet.
Umsteigen zu 2 in Richtung Dornbach.
Is that the Beatles crossing the road? See, there's a classic example of a car turning in front of me. Now I'm running a little bit late now. Somebody hasn't got with the program that it's time for them to get off.
Rathausplatz, Burgtheater.
Ten tram stopping points. I'm halfway through level 3, so I should be level 4 after recording this batch of episodes, I'm hoping. Now, I want to go straight, but I want to go straight and the points were set to go straight, but the signals were telling me that it's clear for me to go to the left. I don't want to go to the left.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 1a.
Hang on. Ah, the light's changed. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm too far away and I'm at the wrong angle to see when I can go. So mirrors, okay, I can just see that the orientation of the lights changed and that's all I need. Because it's only stop or go there, so. This is Schottentor. This isn't the end of the road yet. So we've got out of sequence there somehow. Alright, so now we have to go around to the left to complete our loop. The points are set and locked. The signal's not in our favour at the moment. We need the signal to go to the left. Need the signal to go to the left, and it does. So we're okay to go around the corner.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 1a.
Alright. So we need to go around this loop. Now I can see this would create a whole heap of trouble the way these cars are parked in relation to the tram line. Oops, didn't mean to go into emergency then. And still got an 8. So it was telling us to stop there. There's a whole heap of people here. Alright, no use closing the doors yet because we don't have any traffic lights or any signals in our favour. Alright, Let's go up to... Alright, so we're good. Points going around to the right, that's where we need to go. And that's often what you got to think. It's like, oh, we need to go around to the right. Are the points set that way? Yes, they are. Are they locked? Yes, they are.
Rathausplatz, Burgtheater.
So this is Schottentor. So what I need to do is adjust
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2. 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 1A.
Okay, so we're at Schottentor. So according to the screen, our timetable's going to be out. That's only because I've quickly gone ahead. So, pardon me. So the stations are right.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2.
No, not Schottentor.
37, 38,
Next one.
40, 41, 42.
There we go.
Rathausplatz, Burgtheater.
That's what we need to do. There's another 71 over there. Wave to old mate.
Parlament. Umsteigen zu 2 in Richtung Dornbach.
Again, car's turning in front of me.
Ring, Volkstheater. Umsteigen zu U3, 46, 49, 48a.
Yeah, we're right, because that is Volkstheater. Some of the stopping points seem to be off. It's not where you'd think that they should be.
Burgring. Umsteigen zu 57a.
That to me says we're going back to the depot. I don't know where that is. Scheiden. I thought I was going back to St. Mark's, but obviously I'm not. I wonder if that is because I progressed the passenger information display so the stops would be right. Wonder if I've actually gone forward to the next one on the inside and the outside. Alright, let's see if I stop and if I go to timetable. $23.26 to $23.54 back at the depot. I don't think that's... Because I fast forwarded. Alright. So we'll see where we end up, shall we? Alright. Just had to reset things trying to power the doors open because I'd got myself out of sequence. So I've reset, we're just got to wait for the signal now. So will we make it back to St. Mark's or not? I don't know, we'll find out I guess. Doesn't help when there's multiple options and you don't know the route. But this is what can happen in real life too. It could be like, okay, well, we need you to, if we need you to go back to the depot, something's going on ahead, so you need to be diverted. Just because the plan is to go to St. Mark's doesn't mean that that's what's actually going to happen in the end. where's me road? Where'd the road go? It's just gone. All my tracks are gone. They haven't drawn in yet. Now they have. Had to switch camera to do it. Not as if I'm running a potato here. Can I see the signal from here? Yes, I can. We can go. Cool. Now I turned timetable mode off and now it's trying to tell me that Borzy's the next stop. Don't think that's the case at all. See if we can adjust that.
Bresselgasse.
I don't think that's even right. We'll find out. What does it say on the front now? I don't even know where Schickenbergengasse is. Wouldn't be the first time. Actually, this could be right. This is the one where we cross the road. We're heading back to the depot. I think this is actually real gassy. So it's interesting, we're now on effectively a Route 1 service because Route 71 isn't served by this part of the line. It's not a core part of Route 71, but because we're going back to the depot, should be able to go in a sec. So to get there, we're going to have to go through the underground section.
Paulanergasse. Meierhofgasse.
I know there's some systems in the world, doesn't matter if it's light rail, train, tram, whatever, there are some systems where any mention of the depot is basically something that you never tell the passengers. It's like these mystery places where the trains or the trams or the light rail go, but they're never mentioned. And then there's other routes that specifically mention them because that's where the terminating point is. Melbourne is an example.
Johannstraußgasse. Umsteigen zu 13a.
Melbourne in Australia, that's one prime example where you've got many routes that will go to the front door of the depot, and that's where they'll terminate, or that's where it's just a stop. And then after that, you know, the tram either goes into the depot or it doesn't. And yet there's other systems where, you know, you don't see the depot or anything like that. It's really strange. And I haven't been to Melbourne for so. Oh, should have stopped there.
Laurenzgasse.
Haven't been to Melbourne
Bitte
for so
seien Sie
long.
achtsam. Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
Okay, it's about to get noisy. We're about to go into the underground section. Now, if I remember from the tutorial, green over yellow means that I'm restricted to 25 kilometers an hour line of sight. We've got 2 greens now, we're okay.
Kliebergasse. Umsteigen zu 18. In Richtung Schlachthausgasse.
Haven't got the signal yet. So we just need to wait. So no need to close the doors at the moment. Actually, I might just try and creep up to the signal, because I might not be... Alright, we'll wait here. Could be just waiting on another tram just to go straight ahead. This is the thing now. This is the thing now. Boy, it's not what I wanted to do. Press the wrong button. What can happen now, because there is the possibility, and I'm in a really bad spot. There is the possibility now of, say we don't have the signal. We need the points are set towards the right for us to turn right, but there could be another tram going straight ahead. So what we'll do for the magic of simulation, what may have happened... Oh, okay, there's the line there. We should have waited at that line. Whoops, there's a view you don't want to see too often. So technically, yeah. Technically speaking, we shouldn't be going at all. Hello, driver, you alright? Alright, let's see what happens in this again. It's a joy of simulation. We'll get back in the cab. Just going to proceed at caution, extreme caution. Now, interestingly, if I'd have done that in Train Simulator, it would have said you passed the signal at stop, game over.
Matzleinsdorfer Platz. Umsteigen zu 6:18 in Richtung Burggasse, Stadthalle 62.
Now, I did forget.
In Richtung Leitz 14a. Bahn nach Baden.
Now, that's what can happen if you don't stop in the right position. If you don't stop in the right position, sometimes the signalling doesn't. There is another tram ahead of us. See, this can be the trick. You gotta stop before the yellow line. Which is here. Okay, so now we've actually stopped in the right spot. The signals have changed for us. So the points are set for the left, which is where we want to go. Once upon a time, when TramSim was first introduced, you could take it for granted that there were only trams on Route 1.
Liebe Fahrgäste, dieser Zug verlässt hier die reguläre Strecke.
Alright, now here's a hidden trap. We're heading to the depot now, so we have to head around to the left. Now the points are set to the left, and they're locked to the left. And now the signal's indicating that we can't go in any direction. We need the dots above the giveaway sign to indicate that we can go to the left. Going straight ahead is not an option. The points are locked for us, and then we can go in a moment, hopefully. Let's have a look. Yes, we can. Oops, I've done that again. Now I can't. So they're indicating that we can go straight at the moment because that suits the way that the traffic's going, even though the points are set and locked to go to the left. So we're just going to have to wait another cycle now they're at stop. Points are still set and locked to go to the left. Pedestrians crossing now. Cars going across us. We need to go to the left. We'll get the signal shortly. Now we can go. So round to the left we go, heading around towards the depot now. Don't walk in front of me, Stella. To be fair to Stella, she had the little green man, but she shouldn't have had the little green man because I was going around. Because I hadn't run the light. Okay, here's our next stop. And we get a 10.
Heilreichgasse. Umsteigen zu 65a.
So Route 6.
Sickertsburggasse. Wir sind am Ziel. Bitte steigen Sie aus. Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, I think this might be the last stop. So is this the last stop? Let's have a look. Leaving Gassy. That's not the name on the front, is it? Alright, let's go around. So we're heading around to the depot now. Haven't been in here for a while. So just nice and slow into the depot. That could be cool to work in a tram depot. Alright. Hello, are you going to take the tram to the tram wash or before you want to park it? I'm very surprised you get the option. I just want to park it. Set the switches for me. Hall 1, track 5. Okay, let's go. so we can now take... I remember how to do this, it's been a while. Alright. So we can get out of the cab. Alright. Oops. Alright. So we'll move over here. Now I'm not exactly in the right standing position here to... That's the bell. There we go. We're not in exactly the right sitting position for this. So the points are set. Hey, right, mate. Thank you. So you let go of that little red button and it stops. Yep, just walking pace, that's all we want. That was just a red waypoint for us. shut the vehicle down. Very finicky with the mouse. Alright, let's not get caught between the seats. Oh no. Now, what's going on here? Get in the seat. And pantograph down. Oh, don't tell me. That's right. As I said, it's been a while. Alright, so there's our tram done. Leave the door open for the cleaners. I've been Simulator Dirk, you've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and bye for now. When can you watch simulated transport action on Simulator Dirk? Lucky you asked, because there's a way to find out. If it runs on rails, it's on Thursdays. If it runs on tyres, it's on Tuesdays. I've been Simulator Dirk out.